welcome back to TVS Mini Lessons. I am Coach Phyllis, and today we are going to be talking about diction in Mandopop. So first of all, let's differentiate English pop from Mandopop. While English pop is stress-timed with some syllables longer when stressed than others, Mandarin is syllable-timed, with each syllable taking up equal time and weight. So this leaves a lot less room for mistakes in diction compared to English pop, where you would have a lot more time to recover from mistakes. So that means that diction in Mandopop is extremely important. So the first tip is to differentiate speaking from singing. Since Mandarin is clipped with each syllable for one word, singers may be inclined to break up the line, leaving one syllable for one beat. This makes it choppy and robotic, and it even makes it hard to emote. For example, if I were to sing 我把自己关起来，只留下一个阳台, it also sounds a little bit unnatural. Versus if I were to connect the syllables while maintaining clarity, it would sound like 我把自己关起来，只留下一个阳台. The next tip is to elongate vowels. Similar to English pop, Mandopop singers also have to elongate vowels for emotional effect and to carry pitch with ease. Singers naturally want to spend more time on open sounds, as dwelling on consonants can close off the voice. This is especially noticeable in Mandarin when we encounter diphthongs. A diphthong is a vowel sound that glides over one vowel to another. This would include words like I, which has a and e, ai, or shou, which has o and u, shou. These vowels are often glided over in speech, but when we sing, we may tend to slow them down or even separate them into two parts over multiple notes. So the word shou might be sung as shou, shou. For example, 若爱只剩诱惑，只剩彼此忍受. The next tip is to pay close attention to consonants. So even as we elongate vowels, we cannot ignore consonants because each consonant is important and it could change the meaning of the lyrics as well as render it incomprehensible. For example, if I were to sing 如果一次后 instead of 如果雨之后, the first one doesn't make sense because the lyrics have changed. Another tip is to pay close attention to final consonants, especially in words that end with two consonants. For example, mang, M-A-N-G, versus if we were to remove the G, it would be M-A-N, man. That is a completely different word. So if we were to sing 我陷入满目狂恋的宽容 versus 我陷入盲目狂恋的宽容. Again, different words, different meanings. Another tip is to use the mirror when you practice. Practicing your diction in the mirror can build awareness, and over time, it'll come a lot more naturally. All in all, in Mandopop, what you say is just as important as how you say it. So sing clearly, connect it deeply, and let every word be heard. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!